So I'm looking at the Justice for Men and Boys manifesto, and they mention on that manifesto that British men, paid £68 billion more in income tax than women. Yet the state disadvantages men and boys in many areas, usually to advantage women and girls. And the reason I mention this is because I'm a bit confused. I've decided very recently, as in today and yesterday, to no longer seek relationships with women. I'll be a man going his own way, MGTOW is called. I think this is healthier for me for a number of reasons. I've been married and I've had children, so I've done what nature intended. But I'm finding now that on divorce or whatever, normal things to do with to look for a new relationship. But I have decided to not do that now. I will lead a different life going forward. So I'm hoping that I can do well and not be miserable. Because I'm thinking it does seem that men, I'm thinking of the male perspective at the moment, men just follow a script, the script that's laid down by nature to pursue women for relationships, have sex, have children, and raise those children so that those children can go on to do the same thing. So life does appear to be existence for the sake of it. It's hard to see a purpose beyond that. I wish I could see some kind of purpose. I don't know why there should be a purpose. I don't know why I'm inclined to think about some aim we might have as the whole human species. But existence for the sake of it doesn't seem very satisfying. To work so hard in life and achieve so much, and then for it all to come to an end with no purpose, no goal, it seems quite strange. Because life, I'm in pain, so that's why I'm doing strange noises and faces. I had an injury. So, yeah, I'm thinking that life doesn't necessarily need to have a point. There does seem to be much to do about nothing if it all comes there to an end. And I'm thinking that there's no way that human life is the only life that there is. There are other life forms out there. We may or may not bump into them. But I'm wondering on the purpose of life and what we're doing. I'm also wondering on where humanity fits on the ladder of importance and intelligence and capability. In other words, humanity looks on chimpanzees as being a lower order of intelligence, and we are the bee's knees, and we are the ones who have achieved so much more and are capable of so much more. So I'm wondering if there might be other intelligences out there that would view humanity the same way humanity views chimpanzees. So are we the equivalent of chimpanzees as regards how intelligent species can become? I'm also wondering if we're way less than chimpanzees in order of importance. Maybe the capabilities of species, the alien species out there, are very much in advance of humans, so that we might be regarded as the equivalent of rats or mice. Or maybe even worse, we might be regarded as insects. It really is hard to know, hard to judge where humanity fits in the order of intelligence. Does humanity amount to much? or are we quite backward as far as intelligence goes? It's a real mystery to wonder this, and I simply don't know how to make a judgment on where humanity fits in the scheme of things. It could be our intelligence is so limited that we misunderstand much of what's going on around us. In the universe, for example, we believe the universe is infinite and we accept that as a given and move on. Well, maybe it isn't infinite. There's so many questions and so few answers. I'd really like to know how important humanity is, and are we just bugs or rabbits on the scale of intelligence, or are we important in the universe? I suppose we'll find out one day, possibly, or we might not. Who can say?